All right, so I'm going to reshare this real quick, and we'll do real quick just kind of a brief overview of the training center. And again, so you have the entire training center, which is all the documents, right? I'll adjust this a little bit. And that can be overwhelming or daunting or whatnot if you're trying to sort through all these documents. If you go over here to the right hand side and you hit this funnel,
yeah,
you get all the metadata associated with the documents itself. So
what do you mean by metadata?
Metadata is basically a way to categorize information. What it does is when you upload a document, you can select what type of content it is, and then that becomes searchable within the document library. That's one of the reasons why we utilize SharePoint, because it's just not a file store. It actually categorizes and makes all the content searchable.
Oh, okay.
So as you can see here, we have a strategy and design. We have Facebook marketing, automation, content marketing, funnel pages, Google AdWords, lead gen nurturing, LinkedIn, local marketing, online marketing, general, referral and review marketing, reports, analytics, KPIs, and matrix, social media marketing, Twitter, YouTube. So basically, over the last several years, I've been categorizing all the white papers I've been reading and uploading to this document library. Ones that are good. They have really great content in there that provides a ton of value. And
so you use those for your resources, and now we can use them for our resources.
Exactly.
Very good, Jesse. Wow, yeah. You've done your homework.
So you can come in here and let's say that you wanted, that you're working on a project and, you want to, and it has something to do with, automation or something like that. You can come in there and click automation and just hit apply. It'll automatically sort all those documents for you and pull just the documents that have to do with automation. So there's four documents in there that you can click on now and go in and just access those documents from a resource. So from a resource library standpoint, it's really easy to search. It's really easy to find the information you're looking for. And that training library just has a lot of great resources in there. And this is from other leaders in the industry, people that I've been plugged into for a long time. Again, a whole bunch of different free resources and things of that nature. Some paid resources, just basically anything that I've been going through over the last several years in order to perfect the craft, in order to, improve and whatnot. So, point one of the call, would be first to direct everybody through Slack so that we can organize our communications, regardless of who's on the team or what channel that we're utilizing. We'll make sure that we get everybody on Slack. Second thing would be to come in and, just familiarize yourself with the document center inside the training center. See how that works, maybe pull some resources in regards to some projects and things like that you would be working on personally. See if there's any great resources in there. And then as you actually come across those things online, maybe you're doing your own research and you find some really great white papers or something like that add value. The key would be to co-create this document center and continue to add documents to it so that people, as we grow and we're bringing new people on board, they'll have more and more resources in order to pull from in order to expand their expertise.
So anybody can add to this at whim, or
Yes.
just go through a process of scrutinizing it or seeing if it's a duplicate or any of that?
But you can add to it, but it'll send out a notification to me in regards to, from a management standpoint. I'll know who added to it, when they added to it, and I can review the content and find out whether or not it's garbage or if it's good. So there's a notification process that goes out that I manage. So yeah, but my goal would be to get everybody in a point where they're in contribution. Not only are they pulling great resources out of it, but as they come across those resources online, they're adding those resources to it as well. So that we can continue to grow, expand, and make ourselves better. So that's the thing that I wanted to talk with you about. The last thing, so there was 3 points, would be access to OneNote. Now, this takes it a step forward. I just showed you the process of gathering information from the outside world and kind of pulling that into the process. Now, what I've done with that information is I've actually created several notebooks. Now, those notebooks consist of information on our customers that we utilize in order to support the customer. And these are broken up into just different pages and file folders. As you can see here, if you've never used OneNote in the past, it's something that I'm going to grant you access to. And then it'll give you instant access to all the notes associated with all past customers, all my personal and internal notes in regards to strategy for Razor Sharp Networks, and then everything that we're working on in regards to the raffle and all that kind of jazz for projects. So OneNote, you can actually bring all your media together and co-create notebooks with everybody on the team. Probably the best tool for that because, again, you can add links, you can add images, you can add videos, you can add files, you can add all different types of content, any type of media into OneNote, and then you can begin to work with people in regards to these notes, because it's broken up just like a file system would be, where you basically just categorize it based off of the notebook. So in this notebook, I have all of our customer notes, right? So any type of customer information, whether it's their infrastructure or their marketing strategy or their media plan or anything like that, it originates inside OneNote, and then we basically create it out in the world or co-create that in the world based off of our notes inside of OneNote. Now, in addition to that, I have notes on strategy. I have project tasks here that I build. This is just stuff that I'm working on personally with people. I have things, yeah.
Is what you're talking about up on your screen?
It is. Can you see it?
I'm still in Document Center.
So am I. Still in Document Center.
Oh, I was sharing the actual.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go.
I see it now.
So as you can see here, this is, these are basically a list of customers. And then, so this is categorized just like, a file folder system with the name of the customer. And then when you click on the customer, you have these pages here, like their offer. We have the style information for their website, for the color scheme and things of that nature. We have access information for hosting. So I'm not going to give everybody access to everything, but if it's important for you to have access to a specific piece of content, we're going to get that through OneNote. We'll grant access to people in order to access this information. So this is all the notes on the individual customers, and then also strategy. So as you can see here, we have a notebook, our customer notebooks, our support notebook, basically. And then we have notebooks for strategy. Things that I want to read and refine, I throw on here. And these, become part of the marketing strategy. Or, when I'm talking about, hashtags that I want to use with my company, I dump them in here and all that kind of stuff. Any type of marketing, media and things of that nature. We're talking about, the great marketing system, the system that is a unique mechanism that we utilize in the marketplace in order to create some branding in the marketplace. That's all in here. The R5 method and media planning is all in here. So basically it's all in here. This is where it originates from, and this is where we start. And then we basically just utilize this to organize our strategy and our notes and everything like that. And what we do is from this, we'll go out and we'll create or co-create those things online. We'll publish them online, and then we'll syndicate them out to the world. So I'm going to give you access to this as well. Again, another really great resource in order to, everything in here is searchable. So if you're looking for information and you look out, you reach out, the first place to get the information, of course, is the easiest place, which is going to be Slack. Like, you can direct message me and say, hey, where's the information on this customer's this? I'll go, hey, it's in OneNote. And either you're going to have access to it immediately or you're going to gain access to that. That'll give you a resource in a way in order to get that information all into the future in regards to, us working kind of as a cohesive unit. even though that we're not in the same office, we can work as if we're in the same office because we're working from the same set of notes, we're working from the same set of training material, we're working from the same communication platform. And those are the three things that I wanted to talk about today, is how we can better collaborate, better communicate, and the tools that are already in place and have a ton of content already built into them, so that regardless of where you're starting, we can get you ramped up really quickly.
Wow. Okay, so I'm asking to get on Slack.
She'll probably just have to get on everything if she's going to get involved at that level.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we'll do, Mom, after this call, I'll just send you out some invitations with, Aaron, you got rid of the mohawk.
He shaved
Yeah.
his head.
I'm straight bald now. It was a little crooked.
It was a little crooked. Aren't we all? Aren't we all a little crooked?
Not anymore.
Huh?
Not anymore.
Yeah. But what we'll do is I'll send you out some invitations. Mom, I'll share OneNote with you. I'll share Slack with you and get you on those. We'll get you all set up from a communication standpoint, and then also I'll share out the training library with you so that you can just go in there. What would be good was just log in and kind of familiarize yourself with that, and generate some questions. Ideally, what we'll want to do, maybe generate some questions on some things that were easy, some things that were not so easy, and then that way, what we can do is maybe document a process for onboarding new people, and kind of work through that process. Like, hey, you know what? Here's a really great onboarding process. But we want to integrate them from a communication standpoint, but maybe they need some direction in regards to A, B, and C, and you can go through that process and really identify those things and help us.
Yeah, because I have new eyes.
Yeah, brand new eyes, and
2020.
I've been staring at it for years. Aaron's getting into it. He's had access to it though for some time, but those questions will be valuable, and we'll be able to formulate some training and get a plan in place in order to onboard people, because as we move forward and expand, that onboarding process, we got to make as low friction as possible and as simple as possible, so that it's not tying up all our time, energy, and resources just trying to get people up to speed, because it'll just hurt, our growth and limit and slow us down. So,
well, new eyes on this project is timely because it's 2020.
That's so punny. That is so punny.
But it's true.
All right. That was my agenda, guys. Did you have any questions or any information, anything that you want to discuss, things you want to tackle this week? We need to put on the table and get ironed out.
FYI, I host an online intercession at 1:00 on Mondays. And I usually spend my mornings getting ready for that somehow. But if this time doesn't work for other members of the team, then give me an alternative time, or let's meet at 10:30, and that'll give me an hour and a half before my meeting. Okay.
Well, I'm thinking later in the afternoon, just based off of this call, in order to get the Filipino crew on board. Get a good,
and I was going to suggest the same thing too.
Yeah, they're 13 hours different, so it's 2:00 in the morning for them right now.
So what time are you suggesting? Maybe
like 2 o'clock in the 4 o'clock, 3:34.
Maybe you just wrap up the end of the day. Maybe you do a 4 p.m. And have a close a day. It can still be part of the incoming week, and also it can wrap up whatever happened through the weekend from Friday, and or Mondays of business.
Yeah.
Because Ivan's most likely going to be doing his hours at school. His work hours on his job from 6 to 2:30 is his schedule this week. So I'm thinking in the afternoons is better for him as well, and also the international workers. And I'm good in the afternoons and evenings. And are you good at that time, Mom? Like at 4 p.m.
4 o'clock works for me. My brain doesn't work as well then as it does now, but that's okay. What I don't understand, I'll catch it in my spirit, and then we'll talk about it.
Well, and I record these calls, so I'm going to record these calls and email it out to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that you can review and all that kind of stuff. So I think 4 o'clock is a good time, and
okay.
We can do that. We can do Monday to Monday, 4 o'clock. We can do a wrap up. We can start with a wrap up of the previous week, and then we can kick off the next week, and we'll just do Monday to Monday since we all work weekends anyway, or the majority of us do anyway. So it really doesn't matter, what
I'm just
time.
requesting off the bat that these meetings be organized and efficient, and they don't go on for hours, because I've been in meetings that go on for hours, and it just...
I don't have time for that, Mom.
I don't either. Okay. We're all on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. I like that. We'll set out some talking points, especially when we have projects coming up and there's specific things that need to get done over the next 7 weeks. That's one of the ways that I've had a lot of engineering success into my client businesses, is we basically have a start and finish time, one time a week, and then we build week to week. So we say, hey, what did we do over the last 7 days? What are we going to do over the next 7 days? And we just build week to week. That gives us kind of a benchmark and gives us some clearly defined goals or benchmarks along the way. Can help us achieve our goals in the long run. We know that we want to achieve X, but we need to focus on what we need to do over the next 7 days.
Okay, honey.
So
love it.
Yeah, that works. All right, 4 o'clock. I'll readjust it. We'll meet at 4 next week. The other thing would be, how do you guys feel about praying into the week?
I love it.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. Mom, you want to lead this one off?
Sure.
It's the first one. You're the patriarch.
Love it. Father. Oh, we've waited for this day, God. We've waited on you. And here you are with us. A new season. And we're just looking to you for guidance, for your blessing. And Father, I thank you for what you've built into each one of us since the beginning of time, and how you're releasing that now in this hour for the purposes of joy, peace, and influence on our family, our communities, our cities, our nation, and the world. And we just say yes to you once again. We say a resounding yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes. Wow. This has been a long time coming. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lord.
Are you
Amen.
crying, Mom?
I'm crying.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, Mom, yeah. Try not to cry when we got the whole team on there.
Oh, I can cry whenever I want it.
That's right. Never be ashamed of you.
I knew you were going to say that.
All right, love you guys. Reach out, communicate frequently. Let's roll out a great week, and go out there and build something we're all can be proud of, and help us achieve all of our dreams. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
Have a great day. Love you.
Bye.